Hi, I'm Ryan Bosson, and this is the first blog post in what will be a weekly blog dedicated to documenting my experience learning Arabic. I'm a Spanish teacher, and I teach also English as a second language, so I hope that some of my experience as a language teacher will help other people trying to learn a language. Um, I'm learning Arabic because I don't know very much about Arabic speaking cultures and I would love to learn more. And I also find it to be a very beautiful language. That I also just enjoy learning languages, so that could go for any language, but those motivations will keep me going in this process, I hope. To start with, after I've kind of identified my motivations, which I'll bring up each week to help me do the work I have to do, I need to set some goals. As you can see right above the video, I have a document up that says Novice Low, and this comes from the NCSSFL and ACTFL Can-Do statements, and they're basically proficiency guidelines, and I find them a very helpful starting point to set some goals. So I've looked at this document and they have goals for interpersonal communication, presentational speaking, reading, writing, and listening. And they have them for different levels: novice low, novice mid, novice high. Since I'm just starting to learn Arabic, I know one word, salam alaikum, and two letters of the alphabet. I know nothing else. I would definitely be novice low. So what I did is I went through this document and I just took out some of the novice low proficiency guidelines here, and I'm going to use those for goals. And so I created a Google Docs here with these goals, a list of these goals, which I hope to achieve in 3 or 4 months. I'm very busy right now. I'm doing a credential program, so I'm student teaching and also working on assignments weekly and spending time in my personal life with relationships, surfing, and doing all those kinds of things. So really, when it comes down to it, I'm probably going to be dedicating 2 to 2.5 hours a week to learning Arabic, which is going to be true for most people who want to learn a language. You don't have much time. So I hope that this experience will help you guys see how you can learn a language if you only have a couple hours a week. So I have my goals here, and then to really further help myself and assess myself along the way, I put these goals into um, an assessment rubric. So this is actually what I use with my students, and you can see there's 4 levels here: does not meet, approaching, meets, and exceeds. Does not meet, I can't do this even with help. This is going to be true for me for all the objectives because I'm just starting. Approaching, I can do this with help from a tutor, my notes, a partner, or other resources. And meets, I can do this without any help. I've added exceeds. I can do this without any help and I can apply it to my own life. And this is crucial for language learning because what's the point of learning a language if we can't apply it to real world communication? So as we go, I'm going to develop these pretty generic objectives and I'm going to personalize them so that I can apply them to my own life. So as you can see, I've got some specific goals here to get on top of. I can say hello and goodbye to my friends, to strangers. I can state my name, age, and where I live. I can copy letters of the alphabet by hand. And I added this on a keyboard because really that's where I do most of my writing these days. And etc. I'm going to post all these documents to the blog below this video so you can see them. But this is the start. This is how you start learning a language, is by setting some basic objectives and then looking for the resources to actually learn and achieve those objectives. So this week, the rest of this week, I'm going to be looking for some resources. I'm going to dedicate about 2 hours to practicing the language with those resources, and I'll see you guys next week.